Hey everyone, it's Bo Benjamin with Bo Benjamin Realty Group, powered by EXP. And on today's video, we're going to discuss, why do real estate agents fail? That's kind of harsh, right? Out of the gate. Well, I don't look at failure as a harsh word. It's actually a word that we need to get used to. I'm teaching my kids and the people I work with and train and mentor. Failure is the road to success. One of my favorite quotes that was on a podcast with Dave Ramsey: successful people stand on a mountain of their mistakes. I love that quote because it is so crucial to dissect that. There's 2 or 3 different layers built into that same quote. First of all, successful people on a mountain. Everybody thinks that the mountain top's the way they want to go, and everybody thinks it's a direct line to get there. Well, the truth is, if you research how people climb mountains, and specifically some of the biggest mountains in the world, they actually go up and then they come back down. They go up a little bit further and they come back down. They can't stay in elevation for too long, so they have to come back down to the base camp area and then reset and go again. But they're incrementally making progress. That is so true in life as well, because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. That's the crux of this conversation. You're going to fail, and when you fail, you got to get back up again. We've all heard all these sayings. It's not how hard you fall, but how high you bounce, and fall down 8 times, get back up 9. You hear all of these things, and it kind of just goes in one ear and out the other. I know that, but it's so crucial, because here's a second layer to that quote. You cannot get to the top of a mountain, the top of the success mountain, without failure. Successful people stand on a mountain of their mistakes. That quote shows that the more mistakes you make, the higher your mountain becomes. You're standing on top of failure. The reason you got to the top was because you failed and you figured it out, and then you grew and you learned and you went higher the next time. I love that quote. It's one of my favorite quotes of all time. And how do we relate that into why real estate agents fail? Well, first off, most people get into real estate and they think it's something like they see on TV. They see people's marketing, people going through houses, doing tours of this part of the house, the architecture, the structure. That's what's marketed in a lot of listings and photos and marketing, because they're trying to sell the house. So, of course, they get to see that. Agents get to see that. But that's nothing to do with real estate. If you're watching this because you were wanting to see if you want to become a realtor, let me tell you right now, real estate agents are first and foremost salespeople. Now, let's dissect the word salespeople, because that word can have a bad connotation. A lot of people think of used car salesmen as soon as they hear that word. A good salesperson is someone that listens to their customers, figures out their needs, and solves their problem for them, and gives advice along the way. First and foremost, we are advisors, educators. We're trying to solve problems for people. But at the end of the day, you are a salesperson if you're a real estate agent. And the way that you make income is you get new contacts, new leads, as they're called in the industry, and new relationships. I prefer referrals and relationships. So if you are thinking about becoming a real estate agent and you think it's all about showing the houses, walking through, seeing the architecture, seeing the homes, and you don't want to be a salesperson, it's not the job for you. You need to move on, or maybe you need to join someone's team, and you can learn about staging, and you can learn about showing and marketing and doing some of those things that might be more in line with what you're thinking an agent is. An agent's job is to wake up and find new contacts and new people to help, new relationships to build, and grow the existing ones. That would be the number one reason why I would say real estate agents fail. They just don't understand the job at all. Let's say you do understand the job. The second biggest reason real estate agents fail is because they don't like the grind. The grind is what makes someone successful. There's nothing sexy about success in anywhere in the world except the attributes after you've been successful for a long time. A lot of people think there's overnight success. No such thing. Anytime you think there's an overnight success, you need to dig further and see how long that person's been doing that job and working hard at getting that job, because it's almost always just the tip of the iceberg that we see that you actually don't see what's underneath the waters, all the hours and time and training and jobs leading up to that job and that overnight success. You have to get up, you have to grind, you have to do all the work, put in the hours, build the relationships, figure out how to do the best marketing, figure out how to make relationships within the industry. It is a grind. It is a job. It's a full-time job. I hate when someone says, oh, I didn't make it as a real estate agent, so I had to go back and get a real job. What are you talking about? What's a real job? This is a real job. Lastly, number 3 is probably the bright, shiny object syndrome. You are your own boss. You're running a small business. You're wearing 10 different hats every day, and you have to learn how to grow, scale your business, create processes, all while helping customers and making a living. There's no, well, let me pause this over here so I can do this over here. Everything's happening at one time. And what happens most often is, instead of finding something that somebody can do and repeat and grind at, which can be boring, again, I said success isn't sexy, it's boring. And people get distracted easily because on their road to success, they start to get bored. And they may know how to do the grind, but they might want something to spice it up a little bit. And then there's constant bombardment of people that want to earn some of your money that you're making because you're an easy target, frankly. Your marketing's everywhere, your phone number's everywhere, your email's everywhere, so they're going to spam you with all kinds of offers. Here, let us help you do this, that, and the other. Let's put your name on a golf club magazine. Let's put your name on a park bench. Let's put your name on a shopping cart. You know, they'll charge you and take your money for any reason you want. And they'll tell you, oh, you'll get clients because of this. No doubt about it. And the truth is, it's not how you get clients. Is it possible to get someone to call a shopping cart ad? Yeah, it's possible. Is it likely? Have you, stop and think about that. Have you ever called something off a shopping cart? You know, you saw the dentist ad or something, and you're like, oh, I actually need a cleaning right now. Let me just call this dentist, because it builds a lot of trust that they have a shopping cart ad, and I want them working on my teeth. Real estate agents get trapped in it because they think they need more relationships, and they got to just spread themselves so thin to get as many customers and relationships as they can. And what ends up happening is they stop focusing on the core things that get relationships, and that's calls and talking to people and getting in front of people. Those are the 3 reasons why real estate agents fail, in my opinion. If you'd like to get more answers, ask me more questions, please like and subscribe the video and comment and reach out to us. We're always happy to help other agents in the industry. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.